Welcome to another news episode of Ship a War.
Ship a War. When ship happens, I'm there.
First news is coming out of Veronica Mars the Movie. Yeah, a Veronica Mars movie is actually happening. For those who don't know about Veronica Mars, let me, cover this for you. Veronica Mars was a TV series that was on UPN. Then was then canceled once UPN and CW merged together. And since then, the fans have been wanting Veronica Mars to come back in one form or another, and finally they were given this opportunity to get this story, these characters, this series back in a movie form, which is what they've always wanted, or at least they always wanted the TV series to come back, but that didn't happen. So next best step, movie. And now they've been given this opportunity, and they came out and they showed that they want this damn movie to be made, because this campaign started when the creator, Rob Thomas, not the guy from Matchbox 20, decided to start this campaign with the backing of all the actors from the TV series, Kristen Bell being one of them. And they decided to do this campaign to raise money, and the amount of money they wanted to raise was $2 million, and they managed to raise that in a couple of days with no problems, showing that this is obviously a fan base for this movie. So it's going to be interesting to see how they change the story of Veronica Mars to now work as no longer her being a high school student, but her being an actual adult doing the stuff that she does. So I'm very curious to see this movie, and I'm looking forward to it. And I must applaud the Veronica Mars fan base for freaking doing this, because it's freaking amazing. Next news is from the Man of Steel, kind of, sort of, but really it's more of an eye candy type of news that I want to talk about, and that is that Total Film has Superman, the Man of Steel, and Lois Lane gracing the cover of their magazine. And this is the first glimpse that we really get of Superman and Lois Lane in all their glory together in some form or another in a photo. And I have to say, I really like it. Now, continue on with the superhero theme. So it's been announced who's going to be playing Sharon Carter in the new Captain America film, and that is going to be Emily VanCamp from Everwood. She's in other things, but I know her from Everwood. She's going to be playing Sharon Carter, who is the niece of Peggy Carter, who is the love interest of Captain America in the present time. So this is freaking awesome, because I do like Emily VanCamp. I think she's a very underrated actress who is now going to have the opportunity to show her mad skills in a superhero movie that I'm looking forward to seeing. And the last superhero related news is coming out of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. There's a video, behind the scenes video, where we see Mary Jane Watson and Gwen Stacy interacting with each other on a porch and stuff. I don't know what's going on, but you can check it out and see for yourself. And in not so great news, or possibly great news, I want to lean more to more of a great news than not so great news, because I want to be hopeful. And that is that Adam Sandler is working on another romantic film, and this one is going to actually star Drew Barrymore, which is a positive, because two of Adam Sandler's movies or romances starring Drew Barrymore are freaking two awesome movies, 50 First Dates and Wedding Singer. So this third film, I am hoping, is nothing like any of his recent work, and is more like Wedding Singer and 50 First Dates, because if it's anything like those two movies, this film's going to be awesome. But if it's anything like his recent stuff, I'm scared. And the last news is kind of doing a 180 in relations to what I discussed as the first news, which is Veronica Mars, but it's in relations to Kristen Bell. And that is a movie called Stuck in Love. She stars in it. It's a movie with a bunch of other actors. It actually looks pretty good. I suggest you check out the trailer and see it for yourself. Me personally, this is definitely the type of movies that I like, so I'm definitely going to check it out. It kind of reminds me of Crazy Stupid Love in a sense. It kind of has that same feel to it. Maybe you guys can watch it and tell me whether or not you feel the same thing. I don't know. But on that note, that is all for this episode of Ship of War. Goodbye, and until next time. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Now, before I continue on to my review, I just want to warn you guys, this is going to be a spoiler-filled review, so if you haven't seen the movie yet and you don't want to be spoiled, I suggest you stop this video now. Now, for those who haven't seen the movie and want to be spoiled, then continue on. So with that said, my review of The Oz, the Great and Powerful. Now, this movie takes place, or at least the story in the movie takes place 39 years prior to The Wizard of Oz. Now, I assume this because right when the movie starts, after